What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Having Said That show. I'm your co-host, Adi, alongside Jay.
What's up, guys?
And as y'all can tell, we are not in our studio for the first time ever.
Damn,
apart from all the things we do out of studio and besides all of that, we are actually in our new studio, but without the furniture, without any of the setup.
It's just the four walls now.
Just the four walls, the 5 people in the crew, literally the team that's been with us since the beginning of the Having Said That show. And it feels surreal to say that we now have our own studio, our own headquarters, somewhere where we're going to build the rest of what Having Said That is going to be for the next decade, 2 decades. I don't know how long y'all are willing to do this. But it feels special, huh, guys?
Yeah, no, it was great, man. Coming in here, I think we came in here, had a nice conversation when this room was not even halfway done.
Yeah.
And seeing it now with all the soundproofing and the lighting, it's going to be great. You know, I'm honestly excited to do this episode on the floor because when all the furniture comes and everything, it's going to be a different vibe, you know?
Yeah.
It's kind of like the shelf, right? Like the empty shelf to the empty room.
Yeah.
Empty room gang.
Oh my god.
Empty room gang. That should that be our new thing?
No.
We have a whole...
We literally have designed...
We have a whole company based on shelf.
We have designed this entire wall behind us is going to be a shelf.
Yes.
And it's going to be the new shelf where you guys can send in items that we're going to, kind of vote on every month to see which one should go on. Obviously, our guests will have a lot more space to put their stuff, so we won't have to fight for it. But I thought this episode, guys, why don't we take a trip down memory lane and talk about some of our favorite moments in the old studio and just like things that are kind of classic and iconic to that space.
Yeah.
I think, Jay, you should give us some context of what that is in the first place, like how we got access to it, and then what it's going to be after we leave, because it's very special to you.
Yeah, man, that space is my dad's photo shoot studio, which we had initially asked him for permission to use for HST. Like, as soon as Aditya gave me the call, I spoke to my dad and I was like, yo, can we use that space? Because it's pretty perfect audio-wise, like it doesn't have too much echo or whatever. And that space, essentially, when we move in here, is going to be my office, and we're going to have the gym downstairs, but it'll always be the HST studio to me as well.
Bro, how weird
so I'll
will it-
keep a few things from the shelf.
No, for sure.
When,
But it's so odd, right? Like the studio is now going to be your office. It'll be so...
What are you keeping, bro?
I'll keep a disco ball or something, like I'll keep something.
No, I'm taking
I'll keep
everything.
something. I'm
ripping off the fucking carpet and leaving it.
You can keep the spoiled, had gone spoiled AC. You can keep that.
Yo,
You can keep that
that's
dildo
iconic.
as well.
Yeah. We'll try and recreate that actually, which brings me to one of the most hotly contested debates that we have
Literally.
every single
yeah.
time on the show when we're in that studio. It's a small room, guys. It gets crazy cold.
Yeah.
And that is the AC debate, the great AC debate.
It is a real debate because it's either all 4 of us freeze to death.
Yeah.
Or Aditya sweats a little. Guess what we guess compromise we
No,
made.
and this dude used to come in I used to come in like shorts and a t-shirt initially. This dude used to wear like cardigans, and sweaters and layer up and stuff. He's like, it's kind of toasty in here, bro. Fucking really, bro?
I think we've gotten the AC placement spot on for this room.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
faces no one and everyone at the same time. I think that's what we needed.
How are we feeling about the AC now?
I want to
Good.
see if he's great, bro.
This
There's
is
no
good.
draft.
Yeah.
That's the problem, bro. Like, summer episodes, if you watch, I have my hands under my butt to like warm them because I don't have to hold the mic, right? I literally, if you go back and watch some episodes towards the end of it, I'm just like trying to stay alive, bro.
I give you
Get
guys a
some
plot
feeling.
twist though, because now the camera boys are gonna have their own AC debate
Yeah.
going on.
That's
yeah.
true, bro.
Right? And Siraj, are you cold? You're cold.
Yo, the draft is actually right on you, bro.
Yeah. And also, the other thing, we used to get comments, who wears a hoodie in Bombay? Who wears a sweater in Bombay? Fuck you guys, bro. You don't know how cold that fucking room was. Honestly,
that's a
like, you
crazy
come sit in
cold
your
room,
Ganji
man.
chaddi, bro, and freeze your fucking balls off. Who wears a sweater? I'm like, me, bro. I don't
No,
want to
no, no. I agree with the those comments because, bro, you come from outside when you're hotel. Like you wear a
Because
hoodie.
I'm sitting in the fucking room for an hour, bro, and
No, I
I'm
feel
good.
that, I
I'm
feel
good.
that.
I'm comfortable. And also today is supposed to be an unfiltered in my head, hoodie episodes.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
feels
yeah.
like
It's a
that.
fucking hoodie episode.
Yeah.
You chill out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what's crazy about that old studio? We went in there and we didn't have this plan of the shelf at all. It literally just happened because
Yeah.
the shelf existed in that room.
Yeah,
And it
yeah.
became our whole fucking brand.
It's like a nook.
Yeah.
In the thing, we're just like, we got to fill something up in
That's
here. You know?
true,
like,
bro.
It
Yeah.
literally, we
Yeah.
didn't think of it before we even entered the studio
Yeah.
about what that's going to be.
Yeah.
What was the
We
first?
kind of did. I remember the four of us being at a meeting and being like, oh, what should we put on the walls? And we were like, oh, let's just leave it blank and then build. I remember this being discussed.
Yeah, but
No, but
after we
build
saw
a
the
wa-
space,
yeah.
right? We
Oh,
saw
yeah,
like
yeah.
an idea we
As in,
had
of
that
course.
we executed.
Yeah.
After the painting, what was the first shelf item that we got from someone? Not.
Oh, I think
No, the first guest item we got.
No, actually, no. The first item.
was it the bus?
No, it was like a Coke can.
Oh, right.
The second
Oh,
was a
please
Coke
test.
test.
Holy
which we
shit,
then
guys.
removed.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, we didn't want to,
Because-
small
Yeah.
business and stuff like
But
that.
just to clarify, by the way, it's not that after like, the next few episodes are going to be shot in the studio only. So
Oh yeah, this
Yeah.
is
It's
just
not
like an
like- yeah.
intro to, we're definitely gonna have like a whole farewell episode for the studio, and
Yeah.
This is the last day that this room will not have anything more than just the
Yes.
paint on the walls.
Yes.
So that's why we thought it would be fun to shoot here. Soon we're going to get carpets, we're going to get our shelf, all of our furniture, some cool things that I'll keep a secret. But
Wow.
Yeah, we're not shooting this on a regular day. And so I feel like we were like, oh, let's do something different today. We had a call scheduled at 1:30 and no one showed up for the call.
Except me and Aman.
Hey, I was
I
there.
thought all
and
three of you guys were there.
And Sid, and then we were just like making small talk for a bit. And then Sid left the call. So it was just me and Ariana, okay? And I was like, the call got cut. And so Ariana and I rejoined the call. On my life, I have never spoken about nothing for 3 minutes like I did on that call. It was like, oh yeah, what are you eating for lunch? Oh, I'm eating rice. And kachumbar, do you know what kachumbar is? It was like, what the fuck is
so
going on?
to give you guys context, this is actually in the house that I'm moving into, and just on the other side of this wall is going to be my bedroom. But the reason that I wanted
Masti.
to
It's gonna get noisy in the studio, huh?
I was gonna say, thank God we don't film without Adi.
the reason I wanted to mention this is because I don't know if I've told you guys, but eventually what's gonna start happening is I want to have like sick parties here, okay, like Jamie Foxx type parties outside in the
You
living.
had to clarify the
Not Diddy type
I
parties.
also, when you said Jamie Foxx, I heard J and me
Jamie, yeah,
Fox.
yeah,
And I was like, what?
Jamie Foxx type parties where people are in the living room having like a good time, getting
Yeah.
drunk, all of these cool people that we'll invite.
Yeah.
And then eventually I want people to just come into this room at the end of the night when they're a little buzzed, whatever is happening. And because all of our cameras will always be set up.
Where's this going, bro? What?
That was the bedroom camera setup.
Mission Impossible 4, instead of do you want to see my art collection, he says, do you want to see my podcast studio?
Bro, that's
it's
crazy.
private.
And then we just shoot a podcast, man. And then
And then blackmail them with the information they give us forever.
Actually, this
That's
is
how
the new Diddy
entertainment
wave.
industry
This is
works.
the new
Yeah,
Diddy
exactly.
wave. Yeah. And Aryan, are you down to live with us as well, bro? To just shoot this all the time.
So you said not Diddy party and then you said record blackmail
I
underage.
invited your videographer. Like,
It's rebranding, you know.
That's
Let's
an
not
Aditya
rebrand it.
Lola
Let's
thing. That's
not
not an
rebrand
HS
that.
thing.
Adi just bought some shelves for the place. I wonder what he's going to put in that now.
what?
From what?
He bought some shelves, right?
Yeah,
The
he's just gonna put
storage
confessionals
units.
of like everyone on the shelf. This is my blackmail wall.
Sid, what were you insinuating?
No, I was insinuating the baby oil joke. Guys,
Well, there's still an entire room in this house which
Oh, yeah.
is locked.
oh yeah.
Which, let's be honest, is probably covered in that shit. Like, he's got a Dexter set up with like fucking like plastic on the floor and everything.
Concern.
Yeah.
Very
I have
concerning.
the perfect psychopath room if I ever wanted to use it.
Yeah, it's
I'm not
just-
saying that I
That's
would.
such a psychopath thing to say.
And if
have
anyone,
the
if
perfect
anyone
room
amongst
for
the
all
five
of
of
it.
us would need one, it's you, bro.
For sure.
No, definitely.
Yeah.
American Psycho.
Aditya is Indian psycho.
Yeah.
Can I say something that's fully like a little off topic, but fully on topic? Sometimes I feel like a sociopath.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah.
This is
Right?
taking
Even
a
I
whole
feel
other
like that.
tone, bro.
Like about me?
She's just checking us.
Why do you feel like that?
Because I just feel like I watched this like Shane Dawson documentary on Jake Paul once, and it was to prove that he was a sociopath.
So what did you relate to?
Basically, it's like you're.
This is how the Diddy party.
Oh man, that's so crazy that
No,
you
but
felt that way.
it's basically like, you know, I never know how to react to situations.
Okay.
Like I'm always like looking at how other people are reacting to situations.
Like how
To
we were all
see.
on topic and then no, go ahead.
No, like if someone's crying, then I see how other people are reacting to that person crying, and then I cry, and then I
Whoa.
like behave that way with that person.
So what if you get it wrong? Like what if they're crying like out of happiness or whatever, and you're just like,
No, I
Don't
see how
worry,
other
it'll-
people are doing it
okay.
Yeah, she did
in
get
that
it wrong.
moment.
So like a one-on-one interaction must be wild for you, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I never know how to react to people, especially
I think
if
you
they're
do.
crying.
I think you do. I
Is that
think you should give
sociopathic or
yourself-
just like
I think she's just emotionally stunted, if we're being honest with you.
Oh.
No, but I've been.
Crazy.
But I don't think you're a psychopath at all, bro.
It is. I mean, I don't.
Sociopath.
Sociopath. Sorry, I mean, yeah.
Also, in the last episode,
Oh, psychopath.
the kidney thing, exactly.
Yeah.
When we spoke about the story of the girl Bichari who lost a kidney, and Ariana just burst out laughing after like, she lost a kidney, ha ha ha.
That was
I mean,
Wait, that was
objectively
a funny
It
joke.
was not funny.
it was not funny.
It was
not even a
objectively
joke.
jarring.
It was funny.
Like
thought
if
it
you
was funny.
watch the video and the reel, all of us are like, what the fuck? And I was
Love you.
like, yeah, I love your
okay,
laugh.
but to stay on topic, any old studio memories that anyone
Yes,
has?
I would love
Go for
to
it.
shout out the fucking Office episode where we really used the
Oh, man.
entire building.
Yeah,
you
we
know,
did.
Where
We
shout out to
did.
that
We
fucking
did.
office complex, man.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was just insane fun, bro.
Yeah.
You know, I've always wondered what it would be like to shoot an episode of a sitcom. And whenever I watch sitcoms, which is sometimes, I always think about how much fun it must have been for them to mess that take up. And then like laugh about it and
Yeah.
then do it again.
How much
It's not
fun
that
it'll be to be a part of a cast.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
And now we get to do that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was cool. It was cool. It was cool.
Yeah, it's crazy.
She's just
Like,
repeating
the
dialogue.
first time you said this story,
It was insane. I love it, bro.
No,
But
it's
it was
awesome,
it
man.
was the first time
all the new
they,
viewers out there.
they got to see the entirety of that space.
Yeah.
So like the green
The
room, the
downstairs, yeah.
studio room, everything, the outside of it.
The outside of it.
Yeah. Well, not the first time they got to see the downstairs because we did like the yoga episode and we did the
Oh, wow.
clothes episode.
Right.
But the first time they saw the outside of it for sure. And we actually did shoot all over that building. We shot
Yeah.
under the stairs at one point.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We shot in the garden. We shot
that's
it
crazy,
at the local Blue Tokai that is now shut down.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Why?
The Mahalakshmi.
I think
Stop
they
sponsoring the
yeah,
habits of
exactly, bro.
Guys, they shut down the rest.
It was the first ever Blue Tokai in Bombay that shut down.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love the
Crazy.
Beach Candy Blue Tokai though.
Yo, shout out Beach Candy Blue Tokai, man.
But
honestly.
talking about like the first ever thing shutting down, I think this is also like a good, as in us also shutting down the first studio and
That's
moving here.
crazy.
I got that.
Aman,
sorry.
That
It's
is
a bit of
amazing.
On the
It
nose.
was a
Like
bit of
that
a
brain-
stretch, but we got it.
It was
Yeah.
amazing. I got it immediately.
But I'm saying it in the sense of like it does represent like a big change for us. And I think this being an unfiltered like on the topic of change is fascinating. Because how do you guys think you react to change? I had a conversation with a friend recently who said he despises change, and when he said it, it's like something was unlocked in my mind because I was like, yeah, you do despise change.
Is that
And you're
me?
such no, it wasn't you.
Oh.
I would have said it was like a mutual friend of ours.
Yeah, okay.
And
Jay
I
thinks that way too.
I not anymore.
Oh yeah.
I've actually wanted to
changed
say
your
that I changed my mind about that.
Hey, can I shout out something?
No,
Please,
no.
my favorite video of all time.
Okay, go. For it.
Okay. My first time ever that I watched anything of Adi's ever was ages ago on Facebook. Adi did a TED talk.
Oh,
about
yeah.
And it's the best thing ever. And please, if I get permission, I will link it below.
It's a good TED talk,
Yeah,
man.
but it's
It
on a public domain. You don't need permission.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Go
Go link
look
it.
it up.
Yeah. You upload the videos also. You all you do is
It's
copy the link.
amazing.
it was objectively a good TED talk.
It was amazing.
Yeah, even I
I
saw it
saw it
before
live. I
the-
was there at the event also.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
like slowly like appreciating change more and more, you know, because nothing is ever going to stay the same. And I'm kind of realizing that slowly. Like if I'm having like an insanely good time, instead of like holding on to it and just kind of really aggressively trying to not let it change, I have to understand that it came about through change anyway. you know. So I've honestly I haven't gotten completely comfortable with it, but I'm definitely more comfortable with it than I was at least a few months ago.
But you feel like you were averse to like big changes, right? Like situational changes, not like the fact that you're having a good time and it's going to change to being a bad time. Like
no,
that's not something you've ever
in the
struggled
sense of
with.
like you hang out, you have a certain amount of hangouts, and life is like kind of the same for the same amount of time. Like there's a 3-month stretch where you're really locked in, you're doing the same shit, you're having a lot of fun, you're getting your workouts in, you're doing whatever.
Yeah.
And then the next 3 months look completely different. You're slammed with work. Maybe we have more shoots. Maybe we have more events to do. Maybe this thing happens, you know. So yeah, the good times don't last forever, but neither do the bad. So
Yeah.
it's one of those things where you just gotta keep having fun no matter what. That is the key.
Should we go around the room and talk about something that we feel is changing super drastically in our lives right now, and just get like a feeler of what the room kind of thinks of it?
This was
Ariana?
Aditya's sex
Oh.
talk, huh? Like this is how he was introduced. Continue.
I am actually in my life in a phase of transition.
What?
Yeah.
Tell us about it.
Okay. So basically, I just feel like my life is different from what it was 3 months ago, and it will be different in 3 months. And I was really stressed because I was like, where am I? Like, what am I doing in my life? Like, who am I? And why don't I know? And I realized that I'm just transitioning. I am in the change currently.
Let's
you
give
know?
them some specifics, like what is going on.
So I'm working on being self-employed.
All right.
Which
You
is
are.
More power to you, man.
Mostly.
yeah, right.
It deserves a clap. It does deserve
Thank
a
you
clap.
so much,
Clap
Aryan.
for you, man.
Y'all are too kind. Y'all are too kind. And just like managing my time and figuring out how my days are structured. That's one thing. What I can take on, what I don't want to take on. Just like figuring out my new work schedule is my main thing. And then even with like relationships, I feel like people who I dated in the past, like what I thought my type was, people I'm dating now, like just, you know, kissing a lot
Pretty
of
drastic
frogs.
change.
I feel like, yeah.
That's cool.
Just like figuring out. I think I'm just
For
figuring
sure.
out.
Yeah. I think we all are as
I
well.
think
And
that's
it's
that
very fun.
age. Let's
Yeah.
go to maybe someone who has a different experience with age. Sid.
I was trying so hard not to laugh, brother.
The funny thing is, my answer to that is kind of similar to what Ariana is
Oh
saying.
my God, twins.
Which I was thinking
So
about
it
it
never
also.
resolves itself. Huh?
No,
You
no,
just
no.
stay like this
That's-
forever.
No, but that's what I'm saying.
but-
It's
but
always
no,
going to be
similar in the
changing.
sense that when you said that you're in this transitional period or whatever, I think I'm also going through something like that because 2018, 2019 onwards, a few years, it was a little difficult, man. Like work was not going really as far I wanted it to go. Things were not really very good, you know, post COVID, obviously most businesses or whatever have taken their respective hits and, you know, so have ours. But whatever, like I think that whole period was a little negative per se. But I think 2024, and I said this before also, that this year has been a transitionary year for me. So work has completely transformed into, it's going towards this much more positive approach, much more positive outlook. I would say similarly for like personal life stuff also. So yeah, man, I think this year I've really noticed a lot of change. And I'm just so grateful, man. Like, I don't know, there was something at the
That's what's
beginning
up.
of the
That deserves
year.
a
That's what's
clap.
up. That's what's up.
Which, yeah, thank
Good
you, man.
shit, man.
I know. There was something about this year that made me, I told Adi this a bunch of times, there's something about this year just makes me believe that it's going to be a good year.
I see
and
it,
it's
bro. I
fucking
see
been,
it.
man.
I see it for you as well. It's going to be a good life,
It's
bro.
going to be a great one. Great
Yeah,
year,
man.
and 2025 onwards will just be awesome.
I just want to say this, that
Thanks.
Sid is, let's all agree, the most hardworking
Yeah.
crew
Yeah.
member.
Yeah. No, definitely, for sure.
And I can vouch for this. I remember we were at my brother's wedding party. Like he was having like a random party.
I remember this. Yeah.
And we were all out until like 4 a.m., 5 a.m. And this was around that period where like, I think 2018 must have been 2017.
Yeah.
And Sid slept with all of us at 5 a.m. We were in the hotel room. This guy wakes up at 8 a.m. to go to work.
That's
Wow.
crazy.
Like he is
bro.
one of the most hardworking people I've ever met. And it's a huge source of inspiration for me in like how I have worked. And like Sid, bro, Without
Thanks,
you,
man.
this show wouldn't have existed. This studio would definitely not have existed. So take some
noise,
credit.
Yay.
Make some
Sid,
noise.
big money man, Sid.
Nah, man. It's a
Big daddy as well.
it's teamwork, man.
So it's not change. It's
Teamwork's
just it's just the
teamwork.
result of whatever you've put in. It's not
Yeah.
like transitionary.
Yeah.
What
That's
is
good,
yours?
man.
What is
Yeah,
your
go
big
now,
change?
please.
He's sitting in it right now, man. This guy.
Is
Yeah, I would say.
I'll go for. Do you not want to go first?
Go.
I mean, so 2020, we can go 2020. I didn't really know what I was gonna do when I got back home from university. I knew I wanted to come back home, and I obviously knew I wanted to keep coaching. Then 2021 happened. I was, working. Then the show came about, and everything has kind of progressed and changed. And I feel like the last 2 years of my life have been leading up to the next 2 months of my life right now, at least. So it's going to be very interesting to see how I react to different problems that will come up for sure.
Give us some
that have already
context.
come up with building my gym. So as soon as we move out and after Diwali, I'm going to start actually renovating, cleaning up, moving in all my equipment, and it's going to be great, bro. I'm very excited. That's why I'm saying, like, I think this is like the first major life change that I have like zero doubts or fears about. I have the regular fears, but like not a fear that it's a bad decision.
No.
So
That's great.
Not at all,
that
man.
at least
That's good.
in that sense, like it's gonna be.
It is the biggest investment Jay has made in both terms of time to like actually save up to do this and like actually executing it. We're all proud of you. We can't wait to come back to the studio and work out.
Yeah.
Shit,
You're fucking
that'd be
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
That'd be crazy. Yeah.
That'll be great, man. I'm excited for you guys to see the new office as well.
You mean our old office?
Your old office, yeah, the new one, yeah.
Yeah, I do think big change you're very good at, or you've gotten very good at. I do think you're a creature of habit, and I've clocked it getting to know you better.
Yes.
Well, like you're like, oh, it's Wednesday, I have this, and oh, it's Sunday, we must do this. And oh, it's Friday, we must do this. And I have now gotten days of my week that have been slaughtered in. Because that's a J day.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I think it's a good. I mean, Jay is also very much so comfortable in his surroundings, but I don't think he's uncomfortable with evolution. And I think that's an important distinction to make.
Stunning.
That's a t-shirt
Straight
code.
up, that is.
That is stunning.
Do people wear t-shirts, quotes anymore?
Yeah.
I mean, Aman has stay cool.
Stay cool.
He doesn't need that.
Hey, but you're changing. So what's going on, man?
He's hot.
I think I'm very similar with Ariana, where I think I'm in a very transitionary period of my life. And I have been for a while, and I'm moving towards something, and I'm, I guess, excited to find out what it is. I do think change is like the most important thing, or evolution is the most important thing, because regardless of what you do, things are going to change, and you either keep up with it or you get stuck in time, and it's a horrible place to be.
Yeah.
And there's this great example of like Meet the Robinsons. Y'all seen this movie?
No.
No.
Meet the
No.
Robinsons.
The robot
First-
movie?
There was robots in it.
With Mrs. Robinson? No, that's
No,
the graduate.
that's The Graduate.
My bad.
Meet the Robinsons, 2006, first ever Disney 3D animated movie.
Yes.
And it was like the first like original thing they were doing in a while or whatever. And the movie ends, well, the whole movie is about like not living in the past, but the movie ends with this like Walt Disney quote. I'll send it to you, I don't know the quote, but the end is like keep moving forward, and is what he says and what they say throughout the movie, and this is like a mantra they live by. And I think that's the most important thing, and it's something I learned from my grandfather, who lived in the same flat for 80 odd years, like from when he was a kid to my parents, my dad growing up, to my first few years as a child in Bombay were in that flat, and he moved out and he didn't look back at the house, and they asked him, are you okay with moving? And he's like, yeah, this flat is more comfortable. That was it. And I was like,
Damn,
that's pimp shit, bro.
and he was just like, yeah, there's no point living in the past, like it doesn't benefit
That's
me.
wild.
But dude,
bro.
Aman, like the two big things that are changing for you that I've seen at least in this year is that first of all, you've gone away from working at a company or working at something,
There's
and
a
you're
big pause on there.
You've just stopped working, man. Like, come back, bro.
Gone away.
you've gone
Siddhu's
away
getting
from
more
being
and more
employed
irritated,
to
Being
to now
self-employed.
self-employed,
Yeah.
whether that's HST or even your other stuff, right?
Yeah.
That's a big like work transition for you.
But it's, I think
I know,
it's,
and I'll just finish. The second thing
Sure.
being your health.
but my health has always been, I had surgery.
Your health has been really good recently, though.
I mean,
Touch wood.
you are a bit of a defective piece. I'm not gonna lie, but like,
How
You're
can
getting
you say
mended.
that?
You're a little wonky on the inside.
Entirely lovable.
Everyone loves a wonky cookie, right?
Yeah. What?
A wonky cookie, isn't that the
I
phrase?
actually do like wonky cookies. You're right.
I like any
Shout out to all you wonky cookies out
What
there.
is a
I like
wonky
all
cookie?
cookies.
Aman
Is there
Aman is a
anything-
wonky cookie.
That's
bro.
his t-shirt code, the
Yeah,
wonky cookie.
The wonky cookie.
No.
I think it's perfectly fine cookie.
Thank you. Perfectly fine is somehow worse.
But sorry, I'm joking. But
yeah. No, I think there's a lot of big change. I think I agree with you completely, which is I don't know where I'm going to be in 3 months, and I think
Yeah.
I'm far from where I was. I have big plans and ideas, and we'll figure out my life as I need to. And I think change is coming because change has to come. And yeah, what is your change story? And then we can move on to another topic.
I was finding it interesting that three of you all, not Jay, said that you all were in transitionary periods. I feel like I have just gotten out of mine. I feel like I have
yeah.
arrived
Oh,
wherever,
stunning.
Obviously with my relationship ending, things have been very like kind of all over the place, but I love the person I have become
Nice.
and that I've like actively worked on to become, and even with this house, this studio, the album, the way like my career is shaping out, like I feel like the past 10 years have all led to this. So it feels like my transition is just kind of ended,
Yeah.
and I can't wait for whatever the next transition's
Yeah,
about
you're
to
a
be.
butterfly
I love
now, bro. For sure.
I
Yeah.
love that.
You
Nice.
should get a butterfly tattoo.
On my lower back.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
That's amazing.
Popular one, I've
But
heard.
things take time with the butterfly.
Should have seen the cocoon, huh? Man, change. Gotta do it.
Yeah.
Gotta do it.
I don't carry around change anymore because of UPI. I will say that.
Honestly,
Oh.
bro, you know what I do?
Same.
I think I'm the only one who has a fucking coin
Dude, you're the
purse
only
in my
one who has a
wallet, dude.
wallet anymore, bro.
Do you have a coin in it?
That's not true. I have a wallet.
Oh, yeah.
You know they have 20 rupee coins now?
Let's do heads or tails for whether this studio move was a good decision.
Hey, no.
What the fuck, dude?
There's a 50.
I do have a
Heads
coin.
it is, tails it
It is.
but better.
Yeah. So we're looking for tails.
No, man. Like that's
Go
not.
for it,
That's
go
not.
for it,
That's
spin it,
not.
spin it.
That's not a fair thing.
Spin it, man.
If you manifest it, we'll get tails right now. No shot, we don't get tails.
Number 2, the number's tails, and
Yeah,
No shot, we don't get tails.
I know how coins work.
and
I'm not
okay.
bad.
And do I let it drop or do I catch it?
Let it drop.
Let it drop. Let it drop.
Ariana?
Tails.
Flip it.
What did I say?
Hey, let's
We don't
go.
lose. We don't lose.
Show the cam. So they
It was the
it was tails, guys. It was tails. I swear
Wow, one of two probable outcomes.
No, but you get it.
I
It's
do
like-
get it. No,
it's
it's cool.
iconic.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah, let this be our first item for the shelf.
No.
No?
I'll put it on the shelf that exists right
I mean,
now.
like when it comes. No, okay, man. You just shadow my item.
She said I'll put it on the shelf.
Thank you.
Later.
This one you can keep up.
This one's mine.
What did you get for the shelf?
So there's a show I watch on YouTube that I love, where one of my favorite cooking YouTubers interviews like a famous person about their last meal,
Whoa.
and he opens the show.
I'm sorry.
He opens the show with a pretty heavy question that I want to pose to the room,
Okay.
which is: do you think about death often?
Yeah.
Or how often do you think about death?
Oh.
Let's say like once a day.
Yeah.
Your death, other people's death.
I think about it also. Yeah.
Like once a day.
Yeah, same.
I can't
And like
remember
the-
the last time I thought about it.
The implications.
At all?
At all.
What nonsense?
You don't think
swear.
about death?
I don't.
Hey, this
That's
guy
crazy.
you got a lot of big things coming, man. You
Good things
got a
take
lot of,
time.
you got a lot of big things. No, but I think about it once a day, not in a negative way. Just in a way of like enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
You're gonna die.
You're gonna die.
You're not gonna be 25 forever. I thought I was gonna be 19 at 19. I actually thought I was gonna be 19 forever.
That means you're dumb.
Fun fact. No, you and me both.
You
Huh?
know what
Yeah.
they say about death, right? Like if you die at a certain age, then you're that age forever.
Yeah, of course. No, but
Yeah.
like the thing is like
It's cool.
it's almost like a reminder to like
To stop worrying about.
chill the fuck out. bro.
Yeah,
You're gonna
yeah,
die
exactly.
anyway.
That's
Like,
how I look at it also.
Everyone is gonna get to the finish line
Yeah.
at some point.
Does everyone who believes in rebirth?
No.
No?
Yeah, in a sense, I do.
You do? I do
think,
as well.
Like when you're
Even
super
in a
hungover
sense,
after a
I
long
do.
weekend.
But I think actually it doesn't make sense.
I mean, it makes perfect sense.
If you think about it, can I say something?
Yeah.
But why doesn't it make sense?
I'll tell you why it doesn't make sense. In the beginning of the world, say during the first men on earth, first people on earth, there were, say, 5,000 people on earth. Today, there's like over 8 billion people on earth.
Ooh,
So
Ariana.
where are these extra souls
You're
coming
gonna
from?
trip when you find out about microorganisms.
Yeah, are you
man.
crazy?
So you're saying that your soul, anyway, organisms on this planet were limited amount and now are a lot more.
Bro, there's like a
Who
trillion
said there's limited?
microorganisms in this fucking room right now.
No, but I'm just saying,
Like-
so you're saying that I have the soul of a microorganism
Possibly.
and you,
You
could
have
have
a
built-
soul
you
of
could
a
have-
human
you could
being
have
and
built
you
up.
have a
Yeah.
soul of a dog.
Evolved
could've-
souls. If
yeah.
souls evolve over time and then they enter humans or like dogs or whatever, whoever's.
But what I'm saying
But like,
is...
sorry. You're saying what? Like, this is my thing, right? About rebirth. You're saying souls and all. What? There's something you believe. There's no proof of this.
Yeah, he
Like-
literally asked you, do you believe in rebirth?
So, but
He didn't say you're wrong.
Why do you believe that? Like, I'm just curious. Like, what
you
makes you
believe
believe
that?
in souls?
Of course I
Does that
believe
stance?
it. Yeah, yeah.
Is there something you believe in because you think it's a nice idea and you want to
No,
believe
I
in
think it helps you shape the way you live your life in a better way. Like if you think of your ultimate mission as being the evolution of your soul, it's just a cooler way to kind of live life. I think there's a lot more intention you can approach actions with, a lot more like context with which you can deal with others, as opposed to just kind of living in this, oh, we're all gonna die, so let me just live life way. Because it's cool, I like that also. But it might lend itself to some callousness with the way you treat people or the way you treat yourself. Like if you're not evolving in your spirituality or mental growth or physical growth in every day, I think you're doing a disservice to your soul and whoever might enter later.
I would actually argue that if you're re-entering souls, like re-entering bodies on this planet, then it's actually like
The goal is not to
You're
re-enter. The
failing.
goal
Yeah.
is to be and to reach nirvana and to like not
Yeah.
be reborn.
But
So-
that's what
For
I'm
someone who
saying.
doesn't think about death, this motherfucker has a whole afterlife plan and everything, bro. He's moved in already to
Adi
Nirvana,
is
bro.
nothing if not a meticulous planner.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah, yeah.
so he obviously has planned his afterlife also.
I think it's like I obviously think it's you can definitely have a negative connotation with we're all gonna die, do what you want, but the other side to it is we're all gonna die, so
Yeah.
live the way you want to live, and the way you want to live
Yeah.
should eventually be for the benefit of others and
I agree.
to be useful and kind
yeah,
and
I use both in tandem.
loved and all of that stuff. So yeah, it whatever way you want to get there, honestly, rebirth is not outlandish. It's not.
I
But
think
yeah, anything is possible, honestly.
Why do you believe in it, Raman?
so that's why I said in a sense, because I do enjoy the idea of us returning to the stars and then the stardust forming new life.
Oh.
And I think that's a fascinating thing to me.
Yeah, man.
This guy.
We're all
Hey,
we're
like how
all
in
pieces of the
Mufasa
universe, huh?
Says, how Lion King, he says, like, look at the stars, like those are your...
A lot of Lion King
Ancestors,
references these
whatever.
days, huh? With
But
the-
I mean, a lot of I
I've only
think
said this
what has fascinated me about the conversation around death is the fact that every culture and a lot of the way society is set up inherently is us as humans dealing with the idea of our own mortality. And I think a lot of like the tenets that like religion and spirituality is built on is the idea of death. And people have disagreed with me on this. What I'm going to say next is probably my most controversial opinion, but I truly believe the purpose of life is death, because I believe it's the only thing that's 1,000% guaranteed. And that doesn't mean that, jump straight to your death because that's your purpose. I mean, that's the only thing that all gonna do. And I, as a person, just as a child, have been obsessed with the idea of death. That's why I became a
child.
That's kind of creepy.
I disagree that the purpose of life is death.
I
I
knew
think
you would-
the death provides the purpose you want in life.
I think that's
Sure.
low key
That's
what
I'm
it
trying to
means as
in
well.
the sense
right?
that I think that like the only reason we are alive is that we can one day die, and the only reason we die is because we are alive, is what I mean. And I am not I don't think that all of you are wrong for believing something else.
That's
no,
not
no.
to say that because you're gonna die you can't live.
Yeah, not
Right?
at all.
Like,
that's not what I'm saying.
you know they say like a song doesn't play just to end.
Ah.
You know,
Yeah.
like You gotta listen to the fucking music.
We
along
should
the way,
do
you know
more
what I'm saying?
Tuesday night shoots,
You
man.
know-
Everyone's really poetic today.
No, but what I was saying is that like even as a child, I got
I
obsessed.
don't know. It's poetic.
I thought it was poetic.
I got obsessed with the idea of my own mortality, and that's why I became like a transhumanist or whatever, right? When I
Okay,
believe
well,
that now you make a joke about
we won't get into
Now
that.
you choose
He's
the-
saying I'm gonna.
Oh, you can't say that.
The
I
easiest
laughed
joke
at
here is, haha, you a woman, go to Anjay, so creative, I thought you were funny. Okay, more importantly,
I mean, you did say we all are transitioning, right? So
Yeah.
bro, fuck. I am surrounded by comic gods here, bro. What a fucking out there joke to make in big 2024. Cancel the woke. No. Transhumanism believes that the next step of human evolution involves technology. And I do, and I've said this before, and I will say this again, if I had the option to choose when I die, that is an option I would take, and that is why I believe in cryogenically freezing my body and also moving my consciousness into a robotic exoskeleton.
Because he doesn't want to live to see the 2050s. He's gonna jump.
So
straight to-
what an egotistic thing that you are so important that you need to be cryogenically.
I believe everyone should be cryogenically frozen.
Are
Why?
you
Like
with?
Disney.
Yeah. Why?
Because I'm
not, don't. Are you acting out of fatality of like this is what the state of the world is going to be, so might as well give into it?
no.
So would you prefer to live life without technology interrupting human? Like,
Not at all. I believe
evolution?
technology is an important step in human evolution. And I
Yeah?
believe it is going to be the next step in human evolution, and that's how it really is turning out. And even
Yeah,
basic
bionic shit is
healthcare
gonna be all-
is part of this. I do think some of the extremes, they look at death as a disease that should be cured. I don't see it that way, but I do subscribe to this belief that like I think I would want to choose when I would die. When I'm ready to go, I will go.
Yeah.
It's the good place thing, right? When my wave is ready to return back to the ocean or whatever.
Yeah, they used to always like
I didn't watch
portray like villains in movies as the people who just couldn't accept death.
Which I think
You know, like that's always been the thing. Like
Remember?
they want to live forever in some way or form, and every movie is about getting to this cup of life and shit. And they just couldn't accept it.
I think I can't. I think you're forced to accept death, especially the death of the people you
But
love.
in your case, you're not.
Yeah.
Where does your purpose come from?
As in, my purpose comes from being the best version of myself I can be, and then when I've reached
you don't
that
feel
goal.
like you'll procrastinate it if you can choose when to die.
But I think there's no you can't really procrastinate a good life in that sense, because it's the belief of like every day can be my final day. Yes, I agree, but also every day can be my final day in the sense of like every day can be the day I decide to go. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
No.
I don't get it.
Yeah, I understand. I completely understand.
Yeah, I would not want to postpone
Spoilers for The Good Place, but this is how The Good Place ends, is where they all end up in the good place, and then in the good place you can decide when you want to move on to the next step, which is returning to the stars.
Damn,
Oh.
dude.
Okay,
And that is like Michael Schu's big take on ethics and what it means to be human.
Interesting.
The other thing I also believe in is the Bo Burnham line of like, maybe life on earth could be heaven, and doesn't just the thought of that make it worth a try.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's
I like
better.
that.
That's cool.
It is, man. Yeah, for
That's
sure.
poetic.
Coming-
Yeah.
Would you
Coming
not want to
back-
be in heaven forever?
Coming back.
In heaven forever.
Until you choose.
I'm lost right now. to
Okay,
be honest.
so I'll come back. Let's come back to this new studio because we're here.
Oh,
right?
okay.
Let's come back here.
I
We're
have
doing
a
She
that.
has- she has a
It's a good
question.
question.
Okay,
It's
fine.
a good question.
Why
You'll
you
enjoy
go
I feel like we moved on from the
Let
new
the
studio.
lady- we'll let the
You'll
lady
enjoy
speak
it.
a
I
little
promise
bit.
you'll enjoy
I
it.
know I'm gonna enjoy
Do
it.
you guys think
Yes.
y'all are happy people with sad moments or sad people with happy moments?
Oh,
Yeah, I would say happy with happy moments.
I think I'm sad with happy moments.
Even
but
I
he's like
sometimes
an
feel like I'm
artist,
sad
bro.
with happy
Yeah.
moments.
I'm happy with sad
I'm
moments.
sad with happy moments.
You guys need a hug, bro. Come here.
Sometimes I don't know, but
is a
sometimes
happy
I also
moment,
feel
too.
like happy and sad moments.
Now he's sad
I'll give
again.
you a hug later as well, man. You
I
get
know.
one of these. Get one of these. Ariana, Jesus fucking guys. Oh my god.
It's not a bad thing.
I don't
man.
think
No,
it's
I mean,
bad
it is
to
a
be
bad thing.
sad.
It's not a bad thing at all.
Inherently a bad
No.
thing to feel.
Why is
like
sadness
you're a sad person?
Why is sadness so
Why is it so
villainized?
sad? Why is
It's
sadness
just a
so
feeling.
villainized?
It's just a
It's a
feeling.
bad feeling, bro.
No.
Why is anger so villainized? It's a bad feeling.
Yeah.
It's
No,
a
it's
negative
not.
emotion.
Anger is
And
literally
I
one of
don't
like the
agree with
cardinal
that.
sins, but sadness isn't. And it doesn't feel too bad to me. It feels like If yes, you
Survive.
need it to be happy.
Obviously,
Yeah.
you need it. I agree.
I'm not saying you don't
We've all
need
seen
sadness.
Inside
You
Out.
need
Yeah,
sadness.
literally, we've all seen Inside Out. Anger is also not a bad emotion, and neither
Well, it's
is
inherently
fear.
negative.
Anger is negative, and you know.
I think
Anger
it's-
is-
I don't
Anger is
think it's
negative.
bad.
Well,
Anger is bad.
I think we
I
all
don't-
need anger and
I think,
sadness,
yeah.
but they are still inherently negative emotions,
Sure,
and fear for that matter.
but I don't like someone who's happy all the time. I think that's icky.
But I don't think anyone's happy all the time.
That's true. No one is anything all
Ariana's just
the
thinking
time.
about her dating life at this point. Like,
What does that mean? I just think that.
I'm not saying you should be happy all the time, but now once again, I'm not trying to force anything on y'all. But I don't think y'all should, if y'all characterize yourself as sad people, and I know your lives are inherently good and fun and successful and filled with like love and friendship and all of those other things. So why would you brand yourself as a sad person? Is
Yeah,
what
I think
I want
it's
to
just,
know.
I don't
And
know.
I'm
I
honestly
think-
I accept the answer.
It's like
It's
a
fine.
resting state. Like, where do you
Yeah.
rest?
Where do you rest in sadness? Though,
No, it's
guys?
not
Like,
sadness. It's just like
I think it's just.
I don't
you
know
It's
what
I rest-
non-happiness.
At the end of the day,
Let's say
I
you
don't
rest
know
in
what I rest-
non-happiness.
I think I rest in like indifference.
I think at the end of the day, like you've had a long day, a successful day, a day with friends.
Yeah.
How do you go to sleep at night? Like, are you guys just like, oh, that was really fun? Back to depression, I guess.
no, it's one of the happy moments, right?
I do think you're kind of reducing this to say, oh, y'all have amazing lives, so why are you unhappy?
No.
That's what you
Yeah,
said.
We're
that's
not
what
saying
you're
we're
saying.
unhappy.
That's what you said.
We're not saying we're unhappy. There's like a baseline that you reach when nothing's happening, when like nothing great is happening, nothing negative is happening. The baseline feels a bit indifferent.
I think it's indifference is what I'm
I think
feeling.
indifference is far worse than sadness.
Yeah.
I think I despise apathy.
He
I don't know.
I didn't even know that I despised
To be
apathy
honest-
until this very moment.
To be honest, when I read this question on a very
research
important
papers,
paper,
of
yeah,
course,
a
we
very
read.
important paper when I read
true.
this, I didn't know what I was because I feel like recently I find myself feeling sad a lot of the time, but I feel like I am also happy a lot of the
I
time.
think it's a pretty stupid question, to be honest.
That's the bottom line. Huh? That's what it is.
I enjoyed your
Thank you so much.
It was
I
engaging.
liked it
It was
also.
engaging.
No, that's
Everyone's
great.
sad, everyone's happy.
Everyone is
everyone's
sad and
whatever,
everyone is
bro.
happy, but I think, yeah, sure.
I like the way you framed it, though. Do you think people are inherently bent in one way or the other?
Bent, not broken.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what?
You
You
will
can learn to love again. Hey, come on, now, come on,
Just do it, do it.
That was sweet.
And they said it's not going to be like giddy motherfuckers.
The first studio cock slapper. I'm gonna take it.
Okay. I was. Wait.
Let me. I had a
what's your
question.
Sid, this
I
is
had one
final
other question
thoughts.
too.
Let's go.
Sid, I love you.
Final
Don't ask me a question about this room, bro. Please. I can't be fucked. Please.
So have you noticed the
First of all, are we, since these are just like the final thoughts of the episode, and we are in a new studio, let's just manifest something for the studio, like what we want to get from this place.
Yeah.
And we can do it one by one. We can do it as a group, however you want to do it.
I want to manifest a period of
menstrual
really.
cycle.
I want to manifest
Bleed out, women.
a period of like really fucking fun times, bro. Like they don't think this shit's like even started yet, bro. Like
Yeah.
there's gonna be parties here, there's gonna be podcasts here, there's gonna be guests here, there's gonna be fucking TV being put up. All of us are gonna have chairs and sofas, and we're just gonna have so much fucking fun in this
Yeah.
room, man. Think about how much fun we're gonna have in this room. It's gonna be insane. I'm looking
Yeah.
forward to it.
Yeah.
Manifesting all the fun in the world that we can have.
Yeah, I agree with Jay. Nothing else.
Nothing else.
I'm getting a little emotional, honestly.
If we're being technical, I would
Oh my
love.
God.
Your emotions are gone now. It's gone technical now.
See?
I would like to upgrade all our cameras. I want to get the black magics, all of them. Chalna will manifest everything, bro. I want to get the.
Not I want to get, then
I will.
manifesting. I am
will.
getting.
I will get.
I am getting.
I am getting.
Is that how you manifest?
I'm so happy I've got.
Oh.
Yeah.
Bro, relax.
He's not gone yet.
that's not happy
That's
yet.
how, but that's how it works. Like I'm so
is the
happy.
definition of
We've
manifesting.
got 5 black mixes, cameras.
Black
we're
magic.
gonna get all the black mixers that we can possibly get. Let's put it out into the universe, manifest it. The works.
Okay,
you know?
no. Some sillier ones. I would love a nice espresso machine for this room.
Okay.
All right.
We will we are getting a nice espresso machine.
That actually
That's
feels
not
like we are getting it.
So
bro.
much a manifestation as like a recent
Purchase.
purchase that we're just gonna have to make.
Yeah.
Like go off like
I like
vibes.
vibes is a good manifestation tool.
Yeah.
Right?
Go off vibes, not
I
material.
I am manifesting good people to come in this studio and chat with us,
If
man.
Aditya has his way, they will.
But you know, you were laughing at this now. You started the episode by saying, when I came into this room and I was coming into this room and I was trying so hard not to make that joke because I was like, you know what, this is supposed to be a fun
It's an unfiltered
episode.
episode, yeah.
But literally your first line was, yes, I came in this room. And I was like,
But what I meant was just good guests, good people, good conversations.
Yeah.
That's
And
what
that's what was always
I want a
there.
comfortable
And
couch.
will continue to be
Yeah.
there.
Oh,
Couch.
speaking of couches and comfort, Aman, I'm glad you said that because we have a partner for our studio.
Oh my God.
that we haven't unveiled yet.
Yeah, we'll shout him out.
No, we're doing it now.
Oh, shout him out. Okay. We're about to shout them out right now.
So, as y'all can tell, this was one of the most uncomfortable episodes to do sitting on this floor.
You
I
shut
liked
the
it.
fuck up, bro. You don't know what it was like to be
I liked
squeezed
it.
on that sofa, bro. This was one of the most uncomfortable episodes. Yeah, and you're thrown. Motherfucker, I used to sit on the fucking edge of the sofa.
Perched on top like a bloody bird.
Why are you fucking kidding? I did so much
even,
parkour.
even in the new setup, we have a massive couch, and these guys have like a small little love seat. We got them.
Look at this shit, bro. Love seat, bol ke. How many women he wants to fucking bring in?
The producer hate has been there since episode 1 and is there till today.
Disgusting. This is the
Some
most
things never
uncomfortable.
change.
Ariana's getting a nice fancy chair. Our guest is getting a nice fancy chair, and this is all thanks to drum roll, guys, please. Abaka. Make some noise,
Shout out
man.
Abaka, bro.
We love Abaka.
We love Abaka up in the studio.
They have been working with us to create custom pieces for this space. Everything that they have already designed is
yeah, it
unbelievably.
looks sexy as hell, man.
It's just amazing,
Yeah.
and I can't wait to sit on there.
Just can't wait to sit on him. Just bring him in, sit
Why
on
are we
all
all
of them.
pausing at wrong spots?
Bro, straight up, Jay and Adi are gonna have so much sex in this room. I don't mean with other people, like with each other. Like this is not even. Let's just like kill the elephant in the room. They are fucking tonight.
Yeah.
We should have, the studio should lock. We should have like a 2 people
He lives here,
authentication.
bro. What do you want?
No,
What
like
do you
a
want?
2 people authentication, one of them which is us. No. That needs to
Why
be
are you
there.
trying to catch us, bro? What the fuck?
No, so y'all can't go in without our permission.
Sid
like
wants to watch.
authentication.
But guys, besides Abaka, there's a lot of other cool brands that we're working with that we'll obviously let you guys in on. These are people who we actually went through days and months of deliberation on what kind of design language we wanted for the studio. Obviously, like we put a lot of thought into it, along with Anushka and Drishti, who's been part of our design team. And I think we're just about 3 weeks away from putting everything together and seeing how it looks. And hopefully it's something that resonates with you guys as well. But I'm very blessed to have the partners that we've locked, because like these are literally like my dream Pinterest board things they are making happen. So
Yeah, which is awesome. We also have a lot of big exciting things coming for our show. Our card game is going to be out soon, hopefully, and we are just finalizing another big exciting announcement that
we should do it. We should say it.
I don't think we should say it.
No.
We should
we'll-
say,
we'll
because
save
this
it
episode
for-
will probably come out the week that we
okay.
put out tickets or
But
something.
let's tease it.
Okay. I just said the
putting
week.
out
Yeah.
You just said, you
tickets was
just teaser already.
Okay, that's the teaser enough.
Well, now you just that wasn't that you told them.
Document.
That was not a trailer. That was the movie.
If you guys didn't get it already, you got it now.
So it's something exciting happening, and big things coming in 2025. And I'm not talking about Jay. What's up, man?
Hey, come on.
His penis is small though. Okay. On that note,
It's been known to
Yeah.
On that note.
So good having Aman back.
Yeah. Man.
Man, this
that
is
note
the
should we
first
end?
episode wrapped up in the new studio, guys.
Yeah.
Insane.
Thank you for everyone coming and sitting on the floor on a Tuesday night. Wouldn't have done this with any other crew in the world.
Aw.
Yeah.
Should we do a crew reveal? No.
Yeah.
100,000 subs.
100,000 subs.
100,000 subs.
I mean, we've done it on Instagram like 20 times, bro. We literally tagged them in the last post. What a crew to reveal. Who's left?
But we have a very different audience on YouTube than we do on Instagram.
Sure.
Yeah, that's
You know?
true.
Sure.
That's true.
So now don't go to Instagram. Wait for 100,000
Or
subs.
go
on
and follow. It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that was.
Should we end with a joke or something? Oh, dude, I have a good joke.
Oh, okay.
Okay, it's a magic trick.
Alright.
You ready?
Don't fucking hit me.
No, I'm not gonna hit you. Okay, guys, when I snap my fingers, we're gonna forget that Jay was ever gay.
Alright, guys, see you next week on the Ali Sardar show.
Won't you pick a side? Making up your mind. I wanna get you home.